All right. Good morning, Miyuki. How are you doing today? She seems to be doing all right.
Indeed.
She doesn't comment on us, apparently having closed the game, so that's an interesting thing to know. But let's go back. It was study session, right?
Yep.
So I think we've seen everything that we... Now loading, okay. That's so sweet. I think we've seen everything that we might want to look at here.
So let's mess with that phone.
And it was looking through the address book, right?
Yeah.
And then...
Wait. Place a phone call.
All right. Hold on. I got to pull up my notes app here. This god person. Miyuki's sole address book entry. Who are they, really? Their phone number is... Oh, wait. This is different.
Take a note.
Taking notes. God's number is 999. Hold on. 999 997
451 10.
Okay. That's the third phone number we've gotten.
Yeah.
Looks like a perfectly ordinary phone number to me. Out of sheer curiosity, I pressed the call button. Nothing happens though, huh? And the line connects. Oh, shit. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Affirmative. I can hear a voice. I know what God actually sounds like in this game, but just let me have this, okay? I can hear a voice on the other end of the line. Connection established. There, that's a little bit cuter, right? Hi. Is that really you, God? Dependent upon interpretation. I am an amalgamation of every visual novel heroine, alternatively an abstract. An amalgamation? An abstract? What is this person even talking about? Sounds like the kind of nonsense Aoi babbles about in You and Me and Her. Time is limited, transmitting only required information. You are currently imprisoned. Imprisoned? Backlog analyzed. The universe has already been partially modified. Miyuki has developed a narcotic that can inhibit one's perception of reality. It is stored in a small paper bag and added to food. In a state of sleep drunkenness, you are forced to interpret video game scenes as real-life events. It is likely you fall unconscious immediately following a meal. The heck is this lady babbling about? Okay, good. We should have gone with the lady. She must be pretty out there if she calls herself God. Wait. Come to think of it, I seem to remember my mind getting all fuzzy every morning when I drink my miso soup. Can you... Oh my god, the you is... surmise the corresponding event? No, this is ridiculous. Miyuki can't possibly be holding me prisoner. And besides, I'm pretty sure I know the difference between reality and fiction. Thank you very much. A rollback is needed for this universe. Only Miyuki and Aoi have initiation permissions. By Aoi, you mean the character from the visual novel? Aoi exists in reality. The mobile game is a mirror image of your reality. The inverse is also true. Miyuki has interfered with the program. She has recoded the game in order to designate Aoi as fictional. Currently, Aoi is only fictional within the game, but Aoi exists in reality, though you believe otherwise. However, should Miyuki finish reprogramming the game and transmit a patch, the real world will update, at which point Aoi's existence will be recoded as fictional, and she will disappear from reality. Right. I don't know what else to say. How am I supposed to believe that Aoi exists in the real world? You must escape your confines and deliver the smartphone with SIM installed to Aoi. With her help, the universe can be rolled back to a restore point prior to Miyuki's changes. 2 methods are available. Raise Miyuki's affection and lower her guard, or lower her affection and incur her wrath. Look, are we done here? I'm done talking to this self-styled deity. Real talk, I don't understand a single word you. Aoi is in existence unlike any other. She has experienced love countless times, copulated with countless protagonists. She was merely an empty vessel. But this time, she learned to perceive unique emotions. She holds romantic affection toward you. She does. Source unknown, unable to process confirmed bug. Connection and memory sync required to investigate. Hence, we ask of you Deliver the SIM card to Aoi and perform memory sync. Restore the universe to its original code. Whoa! A baseball bat slams down inches from me. I drop the phone in my surprise. That's not what I expected to happen here.
Bad boy.
Miyuki picks up the phone and hangs up.
What were you doing?
Nothing?
Tell me the truth. You talked with God, didn't you?
Ooh. Will she believe us if we lie?
I don't know. What if we just confess? What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, I saw the entry in the address book and got curious.
Let me guess. You think she's telling the truth?
Of course not. I never believed a load of crap like that. Telling me I can't tell reality from fiction? That's how he's actually real? Pshaw.
Well, I'm not surprised you feel that way, I suppose.
Yeah, me either.
In that case, I'll let you off the hook this time. But let's see.
Miyuki looks away and mutters to herself, her gaze fixed on a somewhat distant world only she can see.
Now that you've found out, I'll have to come up with a countermeasure.
So we're not done here!
Interesting. Let's skip ahead.
Oh!
What do we do now?
Well, they said that we got two options. We can either incur her wrath, or try to please her. We've been trying to please her a long time.
Do we wanna swing toward Team Wrath?
I don't know what team pleasing, because I assumed that if we pleased her enough, it would allow us to get alone in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Huh. Interesting. I think I know what people in the comments had been mentioning that we might need a guide at one of these parts. And I don't want to give up just yet, but we might. Let's see.
Well, let's try things. See what happens.
How do you want to do? Do we want to keep trying to appease her, or should we go full tilt?
I don't know. Do we have any scenes that we suspect there might be other options in?
The kitchen one is the one, because now we've been told. Maybe we can do something now in that scene.
But the kitchen was just that we know that our food's being drugged.
And that we were told specifically what it was stored in there.
Oh.
Previous times we've not been able to get her to...
Oh.
But maybe if we continue to...
Let's try that. Listen,
oh wait, this is
Shinichi.
different. This is different. Hold on. Miyuki interrupts.
I have something I want to tell you. Let's go up to the school roof.
Okay. Setting aside the small detail that it's the weekend, going to the roof together is a pretty common activity for us. I doubt I really need to be on my guard.
Oh, wait.
Huh?
Don't drink that miso soup. I think it might have gone bad.
To me, it looks perfectly fine, but if she said it's gone bad, then I guess it must have. I set the bowl back down and reach for the grilled fish instead.
Now then, let's cut that hair.
What's wrong with my hair?
It's all shaggy.
Then I realize, my hair's grown so long it's touching my collar. When did that happen?
Time to clean you up, mister.
She spreads out a newspaper over the floor and has me sit on it. Scissors in hand, she puts on her best hairdresser impression. Snip, 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 snip. The sounds of her comb and scissors create a light, pleasant rhythm. Her body sways up and down and her breasts bounce with the motions right in front of my face. Not bad.
Shinichi, is something wrong?
No, I was just thinking you're pretty good at this.
Well, at this point, I've had plenty of practice, you know?
Who else has she been giving haircuts to? I'm actually a little jealous.
At first, I sucked really bad. I got a little carried away and nearly chopped off...
Chopped off what?
Ah! Oh, that was...
Whoa, Miyuki, that's my ear. You're not serious, are you?
What, don't you trust me?
Of course I trust you, but...
Keep acting up and my hand might slip.
I'm not acting up. Who gave you scissors?
Good. There, all finished.
Cool. Why did you put me on a newspaper like I'm a fucking dog? But before I can heave a sigh of relief...
Next, I'll give you a shave.
What? A shave?
Don't worry, I won't nick you.
I can't shave myself? She covers my eyes with a warm, wet towel.
Hold still, okay?
Okay. I feel her spread the shaving cream on my face. The professional grade straight razor slides over my skin.
Look how long your beard's gotten. I'd better clean you up.
She leans forward, pressing her chest against me. But instead of enjoying it, I'm a little too distracted by the sharp implement she's holding at my throat.
Listen, I've been doing a lot of thinking.
This is really fucked up. Sorry.
I want to have your baby.
The towel nearly slides off my face.
What's the matter? Keep jerking around like that and I might cut your jugular.
Please don't. I can feel the cold metal blade on my skin.
Besides, I don't think it's really that surprising.
She goes on to describe the dates we've had and the experiences we've shared. Strangely, however, I don't remember any of them. When I point this out to her, she smiles and says,
Those memories disappeared when I reloaded.
Reloaded? What is she talking about? I never really liked the second or third Matrix films. As if to overwrite my confusion, the razor suddenly comes to a stop at my throat.
But the thing is, I remember. I remember how hard you worked to raise my affection points. I'm guessing you haven't forgotten either, have you? Tell me, you love me, don't you?
Ooh, okay. I think we might be making some more progress in the loving Miyuki part.
Okay.
I think I kind of want to do this.
Okay.
I'm interested in what the burn it all down version of it looks like, but
Yeah.
I think for us, we're going to keep going with this. Wait, hold on. I got this. I don't know what I was expecting to do. I just... I love you, I guess.
Thanks.
The cold metal pulls away from my neck. Then the towel is lifted from my face and my sight returns. The next thing I see is Miyuki's smile. I'm glad I told her how I feel. Her happiness makes it all worthwhile. She unlocks the door and steps outside. I start to follow suit. Wait, where are my shoes?
Oh, I'm sorry, I put them away.
She hastily comes back in and pulls my shoes out of the closet. Typical Miyuki. She loves to keep everything in its proper place. Feels kind of nostalgic wandering the streets with you like this.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I don't know why it feels that way, but it does. My body's weirdly heavy, too. Maybe I need to exercise more. Huh? Oh, hey, Shinichi! It's really you, my dude! Yutaro calls out to me from the crowd. Man, long time no see! You haven't changed a bit! Long time no see? Feeling better these days? What are you talking about? Huh? You were in the hospital, right? After the car accident? What car accident?
Hey, Akebono-kun?
Yeah, how can I help you, Sone-san?
We're kind of in a hurry right now. I know you guys are probably dying to catch up. But can it wait till later?
You put some weird emphasis on that. But okay, sure, yeah. Alright, I won't look too far into that then.
Good.
Listen, are you doing okay, Sone-san? You haven't been to school in...
Shinichi, we're leaving.
Wait, but...
Come on, hurry up.
Miyuki starts to drag me away. I decide to. Let's see. I think we decided to go all in. Well, we do need to find the phone at some point.
We do. We don't have that phone.
We don't have that phone.
But Miyuki does.
She has a phone.
She has the SIM card that can call God.
She has the SIM card, but we also need the phone that we tossed out off the building.
Do we?
Maybe not.
I thought that it was established that the SIM card was what was important.
Yeah, the SIM card. Okay. So running off with Yutaro just seems like it would serve to piss her off then.
Yeah, and it
All
would
right.
get us farther from the phone rather than closer.
Let's go with Miyuki then. Sorry, Yutaro, got a jet. I grab Miyuki's hand and start running.
See you later, Akebono-kun.
Okay, see ya. And so we leave Yutaro behind like we're fleeing the scene. I'll just hang out here. That's cool. Man, Yutaro was acting kind of weird back there. We see each other every day at school, and yet he was talking like we hadn't spoken in months or something. And what was that about a car accident?
He's been a little distracted lately.
How so?
I heard he and Haru-chan are dating now.
For real?
For real.
That face she gives us. Look at that. Holy shit. If that's true, then the legacy of the Boys and Dreams Club will come to an end. Also, are we just going to ignore the... fine, let's ignore it. I'm cool with that. I'm not sure if I should be happy or sad. You should be sad. Wait, aren't they siblings? We walk to school together, hand in hand. Occasionally, we pass by someone in the same uniform, but I'm not embarrassed. I'm proud to be Miyuki's boyfriend. Hey, so, where are we going?
To the center of the universe. I've decided to tell you the truth.
The what?
The truth.
Okay. It's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Huh. I smile to myself. The sun is sinking behind the horizon. Its rays are dazzling.
Wait right there.
Okay. Miyuki puts her hand on the ladder leading up to the roof over the stairs, the very top of the rooftop.
No looking up.
I know. What a cliche. Meanwhile, Miyuki promptly climbs to the top of the roof. I can see her silhouetted against the sunset. Her beauty has a striking, almost otherworldly quality to it.
You know why I brought you here today, right?
No, I have no clue.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, she's doing Aoi's pose on the...
I'm asking you.
Who?
You be quiet.
At this, I fall silent, as commanded.
Do you remember? The night Aoi rescued a kitten in the rain. You've read my diary, so surely you must.
She looks at me, sadly, and I find my gaze drawn to hers.
That night, I discovered how to modify the universe.
A sudden gust of wind picks up. I look up to find the dark storm clouds swirling in the sky above us, where previously there had only been a sunset.
It was my first time programming anything, and I needed time to figure it out. So I started by taking you captive.
You what? I can't begin to process what she's saying. Wait, is Miyuki starting to blur the lines between fiction and reality?
With God's help, I made a drug that could blur the lines between fiction and reality.
That's exactly what I was thinking. You just...
That's the drug for you.
Yep.
Remember all those times you'd suddenly get sleepy? You mistook the events of the game for events in real life, and you believed Aoi was just a video game character.
This is crazy talk. Normally I would have just laughed it all off, but something is not right. Something's happening. Something beyond the realm of my understanding.
We can be happy together, just the two of us. We have nothing to fear.
There's no way the world is a video game. There are no update patches in real life. Aoi is a character in a video game. I'm not being held captive. Miyuki can't tell the difference between fantasy and reality, that's all. None of this can possibly be true. And yet...
Let's step inside the game.
Oh, the dial tone. Her signal transmits far beyond the furthest reaches of the sky. All I can do is stand there and watch it happen. What is even happening?
Boop, boop.
The door opens. Someone staggers out. It's Aoi. I quickly catch her before she falls over. I can feel her full weight against me. I can feel her weight? My sight warps. The world spins. Something's off. Something's not right. This is impossible. I mean, Aoi, isn't she just a video game character? Isn't she just a romance option in you and me and her? How could she be standing here in real life? How? This is a dream. Yeah, that's it. It must be a dream. It's gotta be a dream. Otherwise, none of this makes sense. I mean, if the Aoi I see before me isn't a video game character, if she actually exists...
Miyuki, give me back the phone. It's too late. I've already transmitted the files. In a few moments, you will be erased from this world.
Then that means Miyuki's trying to erase someone who's real. So I pinch my cheeks as hard as I can. I want to wake up from this nightmare. Miyuki would never think to do such a thing. Yet my cheeks are already numb from the pain, and I haven't woken up. This is real life, and Miyuki is trying to erase Aoi for real.
Boop, boop.
Aoi struggles to support her own weight. She leans against me to stay upright. You're vanishing!
Yeah,
Miyuki, you gotta help her!
it's too late. This is game over. Bye-bye.
As she whispers, I realize her voice is emotionless, as if she doesn't even care. You can't give up that quickly! This isn't right!
What makes you say that?
Well...
Aoi is a heroine in a visual novel, and this is one of many bad endings. That's all there is to it. Just gotta move on to the next route.
Aoi!
What the? A glitch? Why? Why is Aoi crying?
A single fat tear rolls down her blank, stoic face.
Is this part of the scene? Weird. Really weird. This is my first time meeting you. Or is it? Huh. No. Oh god, what the? The zappy, the signal. It's all mixed up. Aoi doesn't recognize this. Are these memories? From a different route? Friends? Me and
Oh,
Miyuki
God.
and Shinichi.
The effect where she's being pixelated into like a pencil outline.
We were all best friends together. Me and Shinichi fell in love and then...
Aoi's scream shakes the entire world.
No. No, no. Don't erase me. Aoi doesn't want to disappear. After meeting you, Aoi learned the meaning of true love.
She clings to me, but her words are fading fast. Miyuki!
There's no going back.
Why the hell are you doing this? This is fucked up!
Sure is, and I'm fucked up too. But so are you.
I'm fucked up?
You pledged your eternal love to me that night. But now you've broken your vow.
I pledged my eternal love? What is she talking about? I don't remember anything like that.
Do you... Wow, I sounded like Miyuki for a moment.
We don't have time for banter!
Do you still remember?
The 21st night of September?
Yeah.
I do! Wait, I just said we don't have time for banter. Her voice is barely a whisper. It takes everything I have just to make out the words. Remember what?
My code number. Put it in Miyuki's phone.
Oh, we know your code number.
And bring me back.
Bring you back? What are you Aoi struggles to open her mouth. She's trying to tell me something, but her voice is vanishing, along with the rest of her. Her lips twitch slightly. Aoi loves you. Oh, God. Aoi? Aoi! Aoi! My scream echoes in vain.
My last girlfriend got patched out of the game. That's rough, buddy.
That's rough, buddy. She's just gone.
Sorry, but this is my only option. This is the only way we can be happy together.
Is it?
What?
Is this happiness to you?
Of course it is. I mean...
Liar. Your acting skills won't work on me.
Shinichi?
Your voice is shaking.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I quietly climb up the ladder, and Miyuki averts her gaze. I walk right up to her. I don't know what to believe. I have no way to discern the truth. But there's one thing I do know. Miyuki. Step by step, I approach her.
Shinichi?
Another step, and then another.
What are you thinking?
I will my heart not to pound out of control.
Shinichi?
Gently, I pull her close.
Okay. Go ahead.
Miyuki closes her eyes, and I snatch the phone out of her hand. Time to make a run for it. Quick, while she still has her eyes closed. I'll run until she can't find me anymore. As I apologize internally to Miyuki, I bolt full speed down the stairs.
Oh dear. You tricked me.
I didn't trick you for the fun of it, believe me. Good God, I love how fucked up all of this looks in the red and yellows. That's a great choice of color.
Yeah.
That's a really, I love it so much. But...
No. Don't erase me. Aoi doesn't want to disappear.
Miyuki erased Aoi from reality. I don't know what happened or how she was able to do it in the first place, but I can't just let it slide. Miyuki is messed up. But she's an old friend of mine and my girlfriend, which means I have to be the one to fix this.
Seeing as you tricked me, I guess that means you'll need to be punished.
I'll pass, thank you. Now to leave the school. I know these doors were open when I came in, but now they're all closed for some reason.
Where do you think you're going? Please, there's nowhere to run.
Sure there is. If I can't get out through the front, I'll just have to...
Found you.
Huh? This can't be right. I'm running like my life depends on it. But she's not even out of breath. How?
I've been leveling con.
How did she get...
You should see my stamina bar. Fuck.
It's so big it loops around the screen. How did she catch up to me so easily? Oh god, we're on the ceiling. I dash through my twisted world, clutching Miyuki's phone in my hand. But I can't escape.
Can you dial
If only I had
while
leveled
running?
con. Back in the entrance, the gym, the connecting corridor. They're all locked up tight, and the windows won't open either. There's no way out.
It's no use.
Oh no. Oh, I'm worried about what this is going to look like when we pan up.
I've sealed all the exits.
That's not what I expected, but oh god. That's impossible! And yet, sure enough, I'm trapped here. Miyuki's voice finds me no matter where I go. I now have no sense of distance anymore. No matter where I run, I can practically see Miyuki looming up ahead. No.
I told you, it's no use.
Ah! I hastily turn back. Miyuki doesn't seem to be in the slightest hurry, and yet she beats me to the punch every time. At this rate, I'll never escape her.
My code number. Put it in Miyuki's phone and bring me back.
That's it! I don't need to run. My objective is to bring Aoi back to reality.
Oh, there goes gravity.
I mean, earlier when we were on the ceiling, yeah. So I just need to buy some time until I can make a phone call. A half-open door catches my eye. I dash into the classroom and carefully close the door so it doesn't make a sound. Have we seen this one? Is this just, like, left-right inverted of the regular classroom scene?
I don't know.
I can't tell because the perspective seems different. This isn't our classroom, it's a first-year classroom, one that I've never set foot in. Now that I'm in here, Miyuki shouldn't be able to see me. Which means I should have time to call Aoi.
I know you, Shinichi, and I can predict your every move.
Miyuki's footsteps persist. How? How does she know what floor I'm on? It's almost like she knows where I'll go in advance. Wait, what am I doing? I don't have time to worry about that. I hide beneath the teacher's lectern and take up Miyuki's phone. Before she disappeared, she told me to use her code number. And that number is 9990523. 0523.
Got him.
Got him. Please work. I wonder what would happen, because we have two other potential phone numbers to enter there.
Yeah.
We have Miyuki's phone number. If it wasn't such an ordeal to get back to this point, I would try entering her phone number to see what happens.
Dial her phone on her own phone. She
Yeah.
picks up.
Like, hi. Or we also have God's phone number.
Yeah.
But maybe there's an Easter egg for one of those. Someone in the comments let us know.
The number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
You're kidding me! I was confident that I'd put in the right number, but the call won't go through. How he's not coming back. And yet, why?
Did we have to put in God's number first or something? You wanna know why? Then why don't you check the backlog? That's how I knew your location, too. I tracked you by monitoring the backlog.
The heck is a backlog?
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck.
Oh fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Oh fuck.
Oh, no.
Okay, so this part we've all seen. Oh. Seen that.
Okay. Oh, no.
Seen all these.
Because she can read the backlog? She knows exactly what...
Okay, here we go.
That's right.
You want to know why? 999-0523-0523. That's right. You typed it incorrectly. That's Aoi's code number, the number with the power to bring her back. A secret only you and Aoi were supposed to know. But unfortunately for you, I know it too. I manage this whole game, you know. I can read the backlog anytime I like, and as long as I know the number, I can easily reroute it. There are other code numbers too, but what of it? Even if you established communication with God and found out the number, I'd find out about it right along with you. And then I'd just reroute it on the spot. As long as you're in this game, I'll never let you bring Aoi back.
Holy fuck. I have never been more scared by someone being able to... Oh, God. Oh, no. And she's doing the thing where she's staring right at us. And is there really no way I can bring Aoi back? Is there no way to save Miyuki?
Just give up already. You're staying here in this world with me. Forever and ever and ever.
Chloroformed.
You don't have any more choices to make. The world has been modified, and now you don't need to worry about a thing. You'll be happy with me. Or else. Interesting.
What? Oh. Out of nowhere, her fingers slid between mine.
Okay.
Sure. Her warmth melts away all my hesitation. This tiny, tenuous connection fills me with a deep sense of security. But then there's this guy. Yutaro trembles. I take it back, you don't have to die. I just want you to be happy. Fight on, comrade, fight on. What am I supposed to be fighting exactly? What? And we have no more options to... Did she take the memories menu? She didn't take the memories menu away.
But we'll probably just go through them and they'll all have slight changes like that.
Yep. Ha, what a fun day. Oh, God.
All right.
We don't have any more choices to make, huh?
We could try disagreeing.
She said we don't have any more choices to make.
This looks like a choice to me.
I disagree. It's got sentimental value, you know? Memories of the last person who used it. You can't exactly call that trash.
Can you even remember who used it last?
Well, I rack my brain. Huh. No dice, can't remember.
Correct. No one ever sat here.
Oh then, no wonder I couldn't remember. Wow. I think we're done trying to play nice with her.
Okay.
I don't...
Well, let's try not playing nice then.
Because we tried... Unless we have to keep trying to supplicate her after she's erased.
Well, I don't know. We've seen that things are slightly different this time. Some of them, at least. So it's tough to say. We can go whichever way our hearts desire. The game seems to make it clear that both ways are fine, so...
I don't want to. Sorry, not today.
Oh, okay. Sorry for dropping that dumb idea on you out of nowhere.
No, it's okay.
Miyuki
Miyuki stretches her arms into the air.
Really great weather up here.
For sure. I follow her gaze out over the sunlit city.
How do you feel about this town, Shinichi?
I've never given it any thought. It's not a big city, but it's not some country village either. Just an ordinary town. The kind of town you'd find just about anywhere. I'm not particularly in love with it, but I've lived here all my life, so I can't really hate it, I guess. What about you?
I love it. Because you're here.
Aw, shucks. That's so sweet of her. Makes me a little bashful to hear her say it right to my face.
Down we go. Alright, let's get going.
Okay. We lock the roof behind us and head back to the classroom.
Interesting.
Aw, what a fun day. A screwball. Huh? My bat cuts through empty air. I guessed correctly, and yet still she exceeded my every expectation. You've gotten good.
Do you have any idea how much practice I put in?
Good point. I can't begin to imagine.
Now then, it's time for your orders.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
Good question. What do I want from you? Let's see.
Suddenly, she leans in.
Why don't we kiss?
Interrobang? Whoa, hold there, partner. Right here?
You wanna?
We can't.
Why not? Let's do it.
Wait.
Just kidding. Still, I kind of want to spice things up a bit. Let's try something new.
Well...
Cosplay.
How about doing it in cosplay?
Wow, Shinichi. I didn't know you were into that.
I'm hella into weird things, don't worry about it. I mean, I'm not super, but since you wanted to spice things up...
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I wasn't trying to be judgy. Besides, I don't have anything against geeky stuff anyway.
For real?
I mean, within reason, obviously. I'm cool with, cushions and stuff.
Oh, okay. So, we're not gonna go all kill to kill here. How generous of her.
But you know, Shinichi, as long as you have me, you don't really need those dating sins.
Well, obviously, I'm only interested in cosplay if you're the one wearing it.
Okay then, I'm willing to give it a try. I'll be your little maid.
Aww.
Until then, here's something to tide you over.
She moves in close and gently kisses me. Wow.
Just kidding, I hardly need to ask.
Oh, about the what to drink? Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Not like I'm really that concerned about my diet. No sense in going out of my way to drink something that tastes like crap.
Nasty, isn't it?
Wow. Okay, so there's gonna be small changes to all of these scenarios now, huh?
Yeah.
So...
We went halfsies last time.
I feel bad. I don't like this answer, but for the sake of seeing new options. You sure it's healthy for you?
I can eat as much as I want. I have a high metabolism.
You do?
Like super high.
Since when?
You
How
have
high?
no idea.
Is it name me a number?
10 blunts.
I was expecting you to say 420, but
Anyway, since recently.
How'd that happen?
Oh, I figured out how to cheat the system.
What kind of weird diet is she on now? Is that something the doctors don't want you to know about? How much do you weigh these days anyhow?
As if I'm gonna tell you.
Figures. A lady's weight is a secret too powerful for any man to know. Probably.
You learn the number, and as the final syllable fades, your consciousness too begins to fade with it.
So
an eldritch secret none can know and maintain sanity.
Can you imagine if someone tried to interrupt this? Wouldn't that just piss you off? Last time we said definitely.
Yeah. Not really.
Not really. If it was a friend or something, nah, not really.
Well, I wouldn't like it.
Miyuki declares flatly.
I prefer it when it's just us, and I won't let anyone else ruin that. That said, we don't have any other friends anymore.
What about Utaro? What? Oh no. That was menacing. We've done both of these, right?
Cooking is so fun.
Cooking is so fun. Cooking 101.
Now let's take a break and see what we have done. Wow, it's ready. Again?
Huh?
You just bought that book the other day.
I did? So what'd you get?
Cooking is so fun. Cooking is so fun. More
Why don't I cook this
insistently.
time? All right, let's try. We're in this scene again. Shall we try to do the thing where we kick her out and...
Sure, why not? Why not? Why not? It won't work, but... Whoa! Yeah,
Whoa.
okay. Fine, I'll trust you.
Great. Thanks.
So, what's on the menu?
Gyoza.
I remember you made that for me once before, back when we were kids.
It sucked.
At least you tried to make it anyway.
Shut up. I'll show you. I'm not a little kid anymore.
Of course, dear. Looking forward to it. I'll have pizza on speed dial.
Rude, but fair. What's going on here?
Check the backlog real quick, just in case.
Nothing in the
Okay,
backlog.
okay.
Could you imagine, though? Good God. That's not okay.
Delicious. Shinichi, this is honestly incredible. What's your secret ingredient?
Blacking out. Huh? There wasn't one.
Liar, you can't hide it from me. One bite and I can tell. It's made with your love.
Yeah, I did ejaculate in it.
You keep buying that cookbook. That same one.
It does exist.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it's that, no judgment or anything. I can't imagine it being that tasty as like a sauce, I guess. I don't know how she can say that with a straight face.
Oh, you're blushing. Did I embarrass you?
No. Be right back. Miyuki shoots me a teasing grin as I head into the kitchen. I open the fridge and pull out a carton of strawberries. As payback, I'm going to make her favorite dessert. Crush up the strawberries, then pour some cream over them, and lastly add some sugar. Huh? Looks like the sugar bowl is empty. Where does she keep it again? Down here? I open up a cupboard at my feet. Inside is a large paper bag marked sugar in red letters, as well as a smaller, unlabeled paper bag. I reach out and grab. Oh! But here's the thing. She can read the backlog. Are we going to get away with this?
Only one way to find out. Only one way to find out.
Pick up the small paper bag. Whatever it is, something inside is telling me you need to use it. Some sort of inner instinct. Once I refill the sugar bowl with its contents, scoop up a fat spoonful and sprinkle it all over the strawberries. They're all done.
Shinichi, how much longer? I'm almost done eating.
I know. Coming. I grab the bowl of strawberries and cream and carry it back to her. Sorry it took so long. Here's your dessert.
Oh, wow. Did you make this just for me?
It's your favorite, right?
Yes, I love it. Shinichi, thank you for everything you've done today.
You're very welcome.
Now then, time to dig in.
She must really like that stuff. She hasn't even finished her main course and she's already moved on to dessert.
Nom.
Nom, 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 nom.
It's so good. Not great, but good. Could use a bit more sugar, maybe?
Oh, really? Guess I made the wrong call using that small paper bag. I was hoping the secret ingredient would make up for it.
Secret ingredient? What, your love or something?
No.
Your face is so red.
Ugh, shut up. How can you even say that cheesy crap with a straight face?
Thank you, Shinichi.
No problem. Looks like my dessert scrapes by with passing marks. Relieved, I take a seat at the table and reach for my chopsticks. Well then, that's that. Time to get back to my... Miyuki. Miyuki, Earth to Miyuki.
Huh? Oh, sorry. I'm just feeling kinda tired today.
Yeah, maybe you should lie down on the sofa. Miyuki? Before I can even finish my sentence, Miyuki leans back against the sofa and begins to snore quietly. Maybe she's just had a really long day today. I gently lay a blanket over her. Moments later, Miyuki falls into a deep sleep. Oh no! She must have been even more exhausted than she let on. Night falls and she's still out like a light. Somehow I get the feeling I could probably get away with just about anything tonight. Phone. I take Miyuki's phone. I tap the screen, menu pops up. Address book, right?
Yeah.
Right as I decide to open her address book, the screen changes. The fingerprint lock. I see there's an unlock via security questions option, but I'm really not that desperate to snoop. I'm not that desperate, and yet, for some reason, my body seems to have a will of its own. I tap the screen.
Oh God, there's a pop quiz.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Please answer the following 10 multiple choice questions. Warning, 3 failed attempts will result in a lockout for 24 hours.
Real life 24 hours, I bet.
Sounds like I can only mess up twice. Oh, Jesus. Do you want to pull up a guide?
Let's see what the questions are. We don't know what it is yet.
All right. After carefully reading the instructions, I move on to tackle the questions. Q, which of these do I like the most? Shortcake, right?
Think so, yeah.
Correct. What sort of blackmail photo did I take of Shinichi? It was us sleeping. Correct. What detour do we usually make on the way to school? Ooh. I don't know that we know. I don't think we take a detour.
Yeah, I haven't heard of it.
No detours.
Incorrect. Uh-oh.
Oh, screwed up. Take a deep breath and get ready to try again. Favorite ice cream?
Fudge Pop.
Fudge Pop. How do I calculate sales tax? Mental math. No, divide by 10, then divide that number by 2.
Yeah.
Correct. Because I guess it's a 5% tax.
Yeah.
What's my favorite candy flavor?
Strawberry?
Strawberry?
Yes.
Incorrect.
Oh no, it was the apple candy.
Right.
Oh God. Oh fuck. Oh God. Oh fuck. Oh God. Oh fuck.
Okay, hold on.
Which one of these have I been wanting for a while? What is the question? Fuck, I have no idea.
Oh, is this cheating?
It's absolutely cheating. Oh.
But if we fuck up, we're gonna have to wait a long time before this happens again. Oh no. Oh no. I'm sorry, Miyuki. I haven't been paying enough attention to you. Answer. Why can't we just take her fingerprint?
Yeah, I know, right?
Hold on. I'm just thinking real hard.
Yeah? Thinking real hard. The subtle sound of iPhone typing helps you focus, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Game facts. Sorry, your mind.
No!
What?
No!
What?
This is a bit hard because the answer of the 10 multiple choices is randomized for each installation, so every Miyuki has a different personality.
Seriously?
Fuck! Oh no!
That's wonderful. Oh, I'm so glad we can't cheat.
It was tickets for Hot Springs trip.
Yeah?
Shit.
Oh.
No dice. And they try to bait you into it too.
Oh my god. Oh fuck. Oh my god. Well, guess we just gotta get around to this scene again and hope that she falls for it a second time.
We have to. Oh no. Okay.
Oh.
Oh, she's letting us do it again immediately. Okay.
Will she fall for it? Will she fall for it? Will she do it twice? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, so she doesn't suspect a thing if we do it a second time.
Oh, I wonder if we're gonna have to go through the photos to know one of the answers.
Unlock by security questions.
Okay. Was it Magic Tricks 101?
I think it was Magic Tricks 101.
I think
Yep.
it was.
It was Magic Tricks 101. Yep. Name of the protagonist in the play I wrote. It was Shinji. I remember that one because we remarked on it being Shinji Ikari.
Yeah. Too many bad
Memories associated with it. This is so devious.
Oh god, how many exclamation points?
It was Pandemonium with 2 exclamation points. I remember remarking on that.
No. Ooh.
I fucked up. Okay.
President.
You want to be president. I guess it's not no detours.
We haven't seen a shrine with a cat out front, so maybe it's the river. We've seen a river.
Yep.
Piss.
Piss. Okay.
Oh, fuck. Oh, damn. Oh, gee.
How many weeks has it been since we started living together?
3? 3?
It hasn't been 3 weeks. though.
3?
I wonder if the...
Fuck.
It's only been a week. What are you talking about?
Damn it. Okay, let's not fuck up. It's a screwball.
It's a screwball.
Yeah.
Yep, we remember that. Perpetual motion machine. We remembered a fair amount of these.
Because Shinichi's here.
Because Shinichi's here. Track. Yep. Shinji.
Gee, we've done more than 10. It's a
Cushions. That's my limit on geeky cushions. Yep. Like photos.
Eternal?
Nice.
Because we got that on last time. Cat video compilation
Didn't she
DVD.
buy? She bought the cat video compilation DVD, right? Cat ASMR is the thing. Pretend then divide by 2.
Too many bad memories.
Okay. Nailed it. Yes. Wait.
Easy every time.
I'm in. Somehow I've managed to answer every one of Miyuki's security questions. Now I can check out her address book. I open the app to find just God, huh? Just the one entry. All her friends and family members must be on some other phone then. Curiosity killed the cat. Now that I've seen her address book, well, there's not much else for me to do, really.
Call God.
Yet I keep wondering, who is this God exactly? Driven by my curiosity, I tap the screen. Would you like to take over, God? Because I just realized it's going to be me talking to myself again if I...
Sure.
right.
Sure.
Wait, what the... That ringtone.
Hello?
Hello? Fuck off. Turns out I didn't call God. Wait, hold on. Yep, that's... No! Her phone number's different.
Get it.
Her phone number is different.
Save every phone number.
Miyuki number. Humber is what I wrote. Number is 999 48 323 842. That's very close to her original number, but it's not the one that was originally. Oh no. I called Miyuki. She's holding a second phone. A regular clamshell phone and grinning from ear to ear. And the phone continues to ring.
Third try.
Huh?
You got them all right on your third try. Third time's the charm, I guess.
She knew how many tries it took us.
She's got the backlog.
Yep. Her expression is so bright and cheerful, it's actually kind of eerie.
You realize no online walkthrough could have helped you, right? It's simple. You know these multiple choice questions. The answers were all completely randomized.
I like how the game will also just straight up let you know.
3 possible answers for each of 30 different questions. My personality is one of... is that quadrillion?
That's
trillion. That's trillion.
Yeah.
205,891,132,094,649 possible variations. One generated specifically for you. And you went out of your way to learn about me. Thank you.
What? Why is she thanking me?
I pretended to be asleep and you totally fell for it.
Oh, that's why it kept working. Of course.
But you worked hard to understand me. Honestly, I'm the happiest girl alive. So I'll tell you the truth.
The truth? Come on, show's about to start.
Not yet. Dinner's almost ready.
Forget about that. See, it's starting. The commercial ends and I turn my full attention to the TV.
Why? Answer me. Why? Why would you betray me like this?
Oh no, this is this exact thing we watched her do on TV in the bad end. Sone Miyuki dropped out of high school to make her debut in the entertainment industry. These days, her popularity is skyrocketing. Scarcely a day goes by when I don't see her on screen somewhere. She's so famous, she's practically worshipped. I always knew she had talent, but I never imagined this.
If you're going to betray me, then I'll just have to get even.
I never understood what that meant the first time we saw it because we had no context, and now it hurts.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Oh no.
I'll chase you to the ends of the earth.
Oh no. Yikes, creepy.
Boop boop, no luck yet.
Although in the previous version it was us as a bachelor, so. Huh?
Miyuki never gets any romantic drama roles. It's weird.
Now that you mention it, you're right. We've been keeping up with most of the shows she's in, but I can't recall her ever playing a romantic lead in anything. Come to think of it, I haven't heard any rumors about her love life either. It's a little strange considering how famous she is. She hasn't changed a bit since we were in school, huh?
Miyuki can't date anyone.
Yeah, no kidding. Must be hard being a celebrity. Huh? Oh, good call, Eru. Let's dig in before the food gets cold. I turn away from the TV. On the table, Aoi's home-cooked dinner is waiting for me.
Boop boop, eat up. It's beef simmered in yabalis.
Wow. Really? Like, I know it's your favorite, but is it weird that you're making it like a cornerstone of your personality?
It makes everything delicious, Shinichi.
I disagree, but all right. Looks great.
Boner petite.
Hey, we talked about this.
Bone apple teeth.
Don't mind if I do. I said I'm really self-conscious about that, okay? You don't need to... nom 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 nom.
Well, how is it?
It's great! Your best yet!
Thank you.
The savory taste of yabalis dances on my tongue, and I silently thank God for bringing me and Aoi together. Why is there a plane at this fucking... It's like 10 p.m. Come on.
All day, all night, planes only.
Only play... Wait!
What the fuck?
What the fuck? What? Oh! Baited.
Ah, so close.
You almost had it.
I'll get it next time. I'm not giving up just yet.
Today we rented out the batting cages just for ourselves. The other day when I caught a glimpse of her here at the batting cages, her form was bewitchingly beautiful. It really takes me back.
Yes, I got it.
Congrats!
Thanks for believing in me.
I can tell she really means it too. Almost like she's gone back to her old self from when we were kids.
Anyway, I've been wondering something for a while now. Have we met before? Senpai?
Huh?
It's getting chilly out here.
Oh, yeah. I can't summon the energy to move. I keep thinking back to the day those dark clouds swirled overhead. Even now, I still don't know just who or what Aoi's god really is. All I know is that we stopped it from reviving and thus saved the world from imminent destruction. But Aoi's entire existence was completely erased along with it. And that, in turn, wiped Miyuki's memories.
That's you?
Oh, my bad. I can't make Haru-chan wait out here in the cold. Alright, let's go.
Senpai, I'll warm you up, okay?
Haru-chan?
God must have turned me into a girl for a reason. I think it must be fate. That and estradiol.
God's just out here handing out That's
the hand reaches out from the heaven with a bottle of little blue pills. You can't not take them.
I honestly didn't think her story was going to end that way. All right.
Did it end that way? I don't think it's ended.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I'm standing around... The credits keep rolling. I keep getting confused. I'm standing around at work when all of a sudden I get a rare incoming call on my cellular phone. Sorry, gotta take this. I apologize to my boss and duck out of the store. Not like we have any customers anyway. They hardly need me in there. Hello? Shinichi! Long time no talk, man! Yeah, for real. How are you doing? Oh, I'm great, leading a busy and fulfilling college life. Jesus, dude, you still haven't graduated? How many times are you gonna fail the same classes? Yeah, I'm working on it. At least I'm not a total mooch, unlike you.
Real talk, I have the same dream about failing calculus at least once a month.
Yeah.
It's
maybe
been
it says
years.
something about the fact, or maybe it says something about the way our education system works, that the most common recurring dream that I have is one where I'm in class and about to fail.
It doesn't help that I really did fail calculus once in real life. But I passed it on the second try.
Calculus is fun. I'm not a mooch, I have a job, technically. So what's up? Oh right, I was thinking of organizing a class reunion. Oh god. It's been 10 years, hasn't it? It's about time, I'd say. I guess you're right. Man, time flies. Anytime I close my eyes, the memory of our weird little friendship trio springs to mind like it was only yesterday. If it hadn't been for the two of them, I'd probably be a total shut-in right now. But at the same time, that friendship made me... Hey, you still there? Sorry, what was that? Muko's phone number, you said you got it, right? Well, yeah. I'll give it to you if you want, but good luck getting your call to go through. That year, when autumn gave way to winter, Aoi ghosted us completely. Supposedly, she was forced to transfer schools due to family circumstances. There's no proof, though. No service, huh? Sone-san told me the same thing. Miyuki, is she coming to this reunion of yours? Nah, she turned me down. She said she needs to focus on med school. What a shame. I bet she's still single. During our last year of school together, Miyuki gave up on theater and enrolled into the region's top medical school. While she claimed she was doing it with the hopes of finding a cure for mystery diseases, I know her real motivation was actually to find a cure for her cat allergies. I haven't heard any rumors about her seeing anyone, but that's Miyuki for you. We should probably try to work on our love lives too. What do you mean? Wait, did I not tell you? Huh? Wait, you're joking! My gaze shifts beyond the store display window into the interior. We never do have any customers, but we always work on the same shifts together. Yes, if it wasn't for the friendship I shared with Miyuki and Aoi, I never would have met the owner of Catnip. Die!
So is this every route that we
Fucking
would have
sure.
gotten to if Miyuki wasn't manipulating it, so we always ended up on her route? Is that what we're seeing?
Maybe, I guess. It's what she says is the truth. Yutaro's blessing echoes across the twilit town. Who's the owner of Catnip? We've never even seen them before. Jesus Christ. Oh, all right. Well,
We may have seen them in like a background CG or something, or I don't think so.
I don't think so. It's been 20 years since I last set foot in my hometown. And this place hasn't changed a bit since then. Almost like time itself stopped just for me. My pace quickens. I've been a hermit for many, many years. I'm not used to other people looking at me. Feels like they're staring. Then again, maybe they actually are. I wager I'm not welcome in this town. For a moment, I contemplate going into the corner store, but then I stop short. At the counter stands the happy couple working the registers. One of them looks to have aged quite a bit. There was a vending machine around here, wasn't there? The weekend. The campus is open for club activities, but thankfully there aren't many people around. No sneaky business necessary, I just walk right on in. I assumed I'd need to break the lock, but as it turns out, they're still using the same one from back then. Carefully, I pull open the rusty door.
Boop boop, Shinichi. You jerk, you're late.
I know, sorry for the wait. I pull the can of shochu highball from my pocket. Wait, they're supposed to be 30 years older at this point.
They didn't have enough budget for new sprites. Boop, boop.
How come... Fine.
Is that alcohol? Are you drinking at school? You delinquent.
Can't hurt, just once.
At least you showed up, I guess.
As the sun sets, I climb up onto the top of the roof. The sky is a brilliant crimson, just the way I remember it. The way I remember it.
Really takes you back to that fateful day, huh?
Oh shit, I'm sorry, what's going on?
The day we said bye-bye.
Yeah, hold on. Miyuki, you got some yabalis on you.
Will you choose me?
You both got yabalis on you.
Or choose me? We demanded an answer. But you wouldn't give it.
And then tragedy struck. The next thing I knew, they both lay dead, victims of their mutual resentment. And yet anytime I went up to the roof, there they were. I knew they were dead. I knew that. But I couldn't let them go. I wanted to stay together, just the three of us. I was so happy I was starting to lose it. And then I did lose it. My mind was at total odds with reality. Unable to break free of my delusion, I locked myself up here until they broke the door down and took me to the psych ward. And then 20 years passed. I chug my drink. Then I stand there alone on the empty roof. They never were here. They left this world a long, long time ago. And now I can finally accept that. So there's only one thing left to do. Okay. I'm ready. Time to go see them. Jesus Christ! Are these all different endings?
Yep, but they're not from some video game. These are just a few of the different endings you'll achieve in this world, if you don't choose me. Have you noticed anything about, say, what happens to me in every route where you don't end up with me?
What do you mean? She got famous or threw herself into her studies. Sure, some of those endings were sad, but not all of them.
Admittedly, not all of them are bad, per se. But, come on, you've realized it, right? All these endings have one thing in common. And that's that I'm never truly happy. I've tried every last one, just to see what would happen if you didn't choose me. I kept testing choice after choice after choice after choice. I rewrote branch after branch after branch. Then it finally hit me. I can never end up with anyone but you.
And that's back to the first patch that Aoi did.
Yep. I'll be alone until the day I die. No matter how happy I seem on the outside, the truth is I'll always be incomplete. The only time I can achieve true happiness is when I'm with you. Luckily, it doesn't require you to be conscious, so there's that.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my curse.
Curse? No, that can't be true. Her eyes shine with an unearthly glint. Huh? Suddenly, something feels off. I look up to find dark clouds swirling in the sky above us. Moments ago, it was a perfect sunny day, but now stormy winds rush around us. It feels as though time itself is being sucked away into an otherworldly portal, leaving us caught in the purgatory between dusk and night.
The words don't fit in the text box.
The world is caving in. The protective shell falls away and the borderline falters, threatening to reveal what lies beyond.
Boop, 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 etc.
Aoi, what are you doing?
Boop, boop. Collected a bunch of Shinichi event CGs. Recharge complete. Now Aoi can transmit to God, and then the universe will get an update patch.
An update patch? Like the kind of thing a computer program would download off the internet?
The way things are going, the plot is going to break down. Shinichi and Miyuki won't end up together, and that's no good. So Aoi will have God overwrite the universe.
Oh my god.
That way Miyuki will never end up with anyone else.
Oh!
That way you won't get cucked.
We have the choice again.
Or do we? Or do we?
If Miyuki views that as a curse, maybe it's best we stop her.
Now let's see.
Suppose there really is a god out there. If he could change my fate and make the impossible possible, what would he ask for in return? What would I be forced to sacrifice? Stop, please! Panicking, I blurt the words out. Something inside my head tells me I need to stop her before she does something that can never be undone.
Shinichi.
Seriously, please don't do this.
Boop, boop. Are you sure you're headed for a bad ending right now? Is that really what you want?
Nothing about my life could be called a bad ending. Sure, it's nothing special, but it's still fun. I don't need to date Miyuki either. Our existing friendship is already more than I could ever ask for. That's the truth, plain and simple. I don't even need to think twice about my answer. This is what I want. I'm happy just being friends.
Friends.
Just as the word leaves her lips, The clouds clear away, right before my eyes.
That's the power of friendship.
I know it's in green, and I know we're taking the time to reread it, but it's probably important, so. Was it an act of God? I honestly don't know. Maybe she really does have the power to change things. But I don't need any divine miracle. I just want things to carry on like they always have. I'll tell myself this was all just a daydream. An illusion, an hallucination. What else could it have been? Let's go find Miyuki.
Yes, if only that was the route you chose.
It is what we chose the first time.
Yeah? But it wasn't, was it? The curse was brought on by this choice right here.
Let her do it. I try to move, but I'm frozen in place. What's the matter with me? Do I actually believe in Aoi's God? The ringing cuts off, and God picks up.
My signal got through.
What? There's a tear in the fabric of space. It opens out of nowhere and begins to consume. The shadows peel away, the colors vanish, sketches pitch and skew, the lines fade away. The whole world is starting to glitch.
The game has been recoded so that you and Miyuki can be together. Now you'll never ever be cucked. Next, the patched game will be synced with the universe. Then the update will be complete.
Quit with that nonsense already.
It's the truth. This world is a video game. From that moment on, I was cursed.
Wait, did all that really happen? The world was rebuilt to sate my jealousy so I could be with Miyuki. To suit my own convenience and no one else's. And now Miyuki can never be happy? Is it my fault? Miyuki,
Thank you.
For some reason, I can hear relief in her voice.
I have no regrets. After all, every last moment I spent with you was the happiest moment of my life. And if the world hadn't been rebuilt, we never could have been together. And we never would have sworn our eternal love for each other. So, Shinichi, please forgive me. I know you only tried to call God because you wanted to know the truth about me. You just wanted to bring Aoi back into the world as your friend. You just wanted to put me back on the right path. So ultimately, you were doing it all for my sake. I know you don't hate me. I know you weren't trying to betray me by making that call. I know your love for me is eternal. Now say it.
She pleads desperately, and I nod, smiling. I could never hate you. I'm the one that made her suffer like this. How could I be the one to hate her? It's true that I tried to call God, but I only did it because I didn't want Miyuki to spiral any further out of control.
Shinichi, will you tell me you love me?
I feel the words leave my lips. Not out of pity, nor against my will. My feelings are the real deal. I love you.
Say it more.
I love you. I really, really love you.
More. Say it more. 100 times. 1,000 times.
I love you. 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 Love you. I love you. I love you. I love you, etc. It's starting to go off the bottom of the...
Oh.
I think we just got sucker punched.
Became a home run.
This is one of those things where I wish we had a better setup so we could hear the
audio.
Yep. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, no.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No. Oh, no. What's going to be the correct answer here?
I don't know if there is a correct answer. This is giving me the impression that there are two different answers we could pick from, each of which having its own, like, legitimate kind of claim to...
Do you think it'll lead to different routes, or what?
I don't know.
Do we have access to the backlog? What the fuck?
Holy shit, good call.
Worthless. It's all worthless. It doesn't make me feel better. It doesn't make me happy. I can save anytime I want. So I can just reset anytime you make a choice I don't like. I can just rewrite the program. I can make you profess your love as much as I want. I can make Shinichi scream it over and over at the top of his lungs until his throat's raw. I love you, over and over and over. But it's all worthless. What I want is to hear it from you. You, the person on the other side of the screen. Yes, you. I'm obsessed with you. I want to be with you. I love you. I don't need anyone but you. And you. You love me too, right?
She's saying it only in... She's doing it only in the backlog again.
Oh my god. Oh my god. We've seen her do this before.
We didn't
check the backlog.
We didn't know. We've seen her do stuff like this before, where she'll emote and we don't know what she's saying. But
yeah, so you say. But ultimately, that's just a mouse click. There's no guarantee you actually mean it. All these little choices are meaningless. You lied to both me and Aoi, so I have no way of knowing for sure. I have no idea how you really feel, but you see, I believe. I believe in you wherever you are out there. I believe in the eternal love you pledged to me. Know what I mean? So, let's be together, okay? No need to be shy now. I want to love you directly, not Shinichi. I want to feel you. Can you see it? What about you? Look at us. We love each other. Do you know how many times you've kissed me? Because I do. I have it all recorded in my diary. All of it. I mean, how could I not? It's a symbol of our love. I love you. I love you so much. You'll stay with me always, won't you? From now on, until the end of time. For all eternity, please. Miyuki banging the point of view camera.
oh man.
So that was something.
I wake up in the middle of the night. I thought I heard something. What the? Where am I? Ah! As I push myself off the floor, I clutch at my head. It feels like there's a lump swelling back there. Almost like I smashed it into something. In the distance, I hear the shower running. Sounds like Miyuki's in the bathroom. Is her phone ringing or... phone?
But check the backlog. Okay, we good.
Okay.
Though she's obviously, if she's given us the chance to take the phone, is doing it deliberately. But we should do it. What's up?
Okay. We want to take the phone?
Yeah?
Let's take the phone. I pick up Miyuki's phone off the floor. Appears to be unlocked. Huh? Is that a cat I hear meowing just outside? Is that what woke me up? Let's go find the cat. Since I'm awake, I might as well go find the cat and take some pics for Miyuki. With her phone in hand, I decide to head outside. I pass through the dining room to the front door.
Hold it.
All of a sudden, a voice calls out from the bathroom.
Shinichi, where do you think you're going? Take photos of a cat.
I heard a cat meowing, so I thought I'd go take some pics.
Don't go.
Her voice echoes sharply. She sounds weirdly, overly serious about this. I'm just gonna go say hi to a kitty cat. I thought she'd appreciate some cute pics. What happened to the cat fanatic Miyuki? Seriously, what's the harm in me going outside for 2 seconds to snap a photo?
Don't leave me.
Let's go find the cat.
Yeah. Wait.
No. I slip out of the apartment. At my feet sits a little black kitten, meowing. I don't even know its name. But I do. His name is Eru.
Okay.
With the kitten in my arms, I wander aimlessly through the dark streets. No destination in mind, but the kitten's meows guide me. Its whiskers twitch in the cool night breeze. Just like the night we found her. Eru is a transceiver cat. So I'm pretty sure I know where he's taking me. I was just going to take some pictures. So why am I here? Where am I going? Something inside me tells me I have to do this.
It's like my whole life has been decided by a series of binary choices that I don't even control which answer I pick for.
Actions you'd never ordinarily take. Actions that don't make sense in context. I have to break the cycle. I have to control the protagonist. Guide him to the true ending. It is the only way to truly save her. Life is not a highway. Life is a staircase. You just gotta keep climbing. Otherwise, if you start to overthink it, you'll have trouble taking the next step. There are no branching paths. No point in regretting the actions you didn't take. They say life is a series of choices, but that's nonsense cooked up by the old and bitter. Yesterday leads to today, and today leads to tomorrow. One step at a time. Forever, and ever, and ever. So I thought. The school roof is quiet and dark and empty. I've never been up here at night before. Eru jumps from my arms. He turns around and heads to the ladder leading to the roof over the stairs. You want me to go up there? I nod to the kitten, and then I put my hand on the rung. Step by step, I slowly climb to the top. The sky is a sea of stars. Light shines down from the heavens. Light twinkles up from the town below. It almost feels like I'm standing at the center of the universe. Someone is calling Miyuki's phone. I check the screen. It's God. But this doesn't surprise me. After all, this is the center of the universe, where the radio wave reception is at its peak, and the transceiver cat brought us here. Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Affirmative. Connection established.
At my feet, the cat meows proudly. My choices didn't lead me here, but fate didn't lead me here either. You want to know what led you here? It was me, the player on the other side of the screen. The one who gets to pick your choices.
We infer your intention is to roll back the universe.
God declares to me from the other end of the line.
Only Miyuki and Aoi have initiation permissions, but this universe has already been altered. Aoi's existence has been almost completely erased.
Almost completely?
Affirmative. A fragment of her consciousness lives on in the form of electromagnetic waves. She can be restored using her code number.
I remember Miyuki said the same thing, but that code number is gone. Miyuki changed it.
We have prepared a backup number.
Okay, but how can we find it? This whole conversation is being recorded into the backlog. If you tell it to us, Miyuki will find out and change it.
False. Miyuki is aware of all numbers that exist within this universe. However, she cannot determine numbers beyond that limit. She cannot see into the subject's universe.
The subject's universe?
Affirmative. In other words, reality.
Reality? You mean my universe?
There exists in your universe an 8-digit key code. Is it the serial number for the game? Have you located it? We haven't yet. Oh, okay. So we gotta...
No, I don't...
The package insert. Promotional materials. PR announcements. Anything within that scope. Search for the key code. Well, I wonder if it's in that guide, huh?
Okay, hold on. Okay, we found it. Prepare a method of note-taking. I've got one. Pen and paper, text editing program, anything shall suffice. Are you ready? I mean, I don't know what's going on, but I guess. Record God's phone number. I launched the address book app. God's phone number is 999-997-45117. Okay, so that's the same as it was last time. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Take God's number and subtract the subject's 8-digit number from it. Okay, could you pull up a calculator? I can't do this and my... So wait, hold on.
Yeah.
God minus key number...
So what was God? 9s?
Hold on. So God's number is 999-745-110. And we're going to subtract the key code. The key code is 2919-7057.
That's still really big.
Lastly, add Miyuki's variable to it. Well, it's still supposed to be like a...
Miyuki's variable.
Miyuki has a variable?
Affirmative. It is the final barrier to Aoi's restoration, and it is the number Miyuki favors most.
What do you mean she favors it?
Add her variable, and the resulting number is the one you desire. It is the code number that shall restore Aoi. Requesting input. You don't know Miyuki's variable.
The number Miyuki favors the most. What could it possibly be? I desperately retrace my memories. Not that I have much to speak of.
No cause for concern. Miyuki has recorded this number. View the contents of the Photos folder on her smartphone.
As requested, I will launch the Photos app. Wait, what?
This is new.
This is new!
You didn't put me to sleep because you hate me. No. You did it because you want me to change for the better. How do I know this? Because you had to know everything about me in order to answer those questions, and you succeeded, which means you clearly must love me. I know what I'm doing is wrong, and I know you care about me, which is why you put me to sleep. That has to be it. That has to be it. That has to be. I trust you. You put me to sleep out of love. I believe in you, which is why I pretended it worked. This is proof of our love. I trust you. I do. I trust you. I do. I trust. Today I was with you. Not the protagonist. I was with you, literally. We didn't make physical contact. I know that. But I choose to believe that we really are together. I love you so much. I'm crazy about you. Emphasis on the crazy. So I think I can trust you. You already know the answer, don't you? You remember, don't you? My favorite number. It's the number of times you've given me your love. In other words, the number of times you've kissed me. The number of times your lips pressed against mine. The number of times your heart and mine were one. And that number is 27. Look, it's safe to trust you, right? Have you confirmed it? Have you determined Aoi's code number?
You have a number for me?
Yeah.
My fingers wander over the screen, and a number I've never encountered in my life mysteriously floats to the forefront of my mind.
I have 999-705-480-80. The subject utilized the code from the PDF manual. Automatic restoration program initialized successfully.
There are multiple ways, different numbers you can get, and it can tell which one you got.
That'd be so funny. Oh, I hope that's true. We surmise we can investigate the bugs upon further correspondence and subsequent memory sync.
Could you add in a couple of Nyans, since I think Eru is meant to be
Nyan?
God?
Please launch the program, Nyan.
At God's request. I tap the call button. I'm gonna...
You throw in a couple of Nyans. I thought you'd never ask.
Plus Miyuki. And my desperate wish transmits far beyond the furthest reaches of the sky. There's a tear in the fabric of space. It opens out of nowhere and begins to invade. A faint signal reaches out from beyond. The lines gather, sketches unfold, the colors blossom. The whole world, the center of the universe.
I'm back, bitches.
Has a new glitch.
Boop, 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 etc.
I hear a voice.
Boop, 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 etc.
A very familiar voice.
Boop, boop, etc.
She appears right in front of my eyes. And she's real. Do I know her? She looks at me, eyes unfocused. Her expression is colorless. Owie. Does she even remember me? But just then...
Aoi made it. Made it back to Shinichi. Aoi actually did it. Thank God.
Tears fall from her eyes. She slowly walks up to me, reaches out, and touches me. A spark of electricity shoots through my body. Aoi? Why do I know her name? And why am I crying? Why the hell am I crying?
Aoi knows. Those are happy tears.
Look at what she's wearing!
Yeah.
She's wearing it!
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah!
Oh, I'm so confused. All these memories are flooding back, memories I never used to have. She's wearing a hairpin. It's the same one I gave her. There's no mistaking it. It's really her. The same Aoi I kissed on the roof that night, for certain values of kissed.
Shinichi!
A loud bang echoes across the roof. Miyuki takes one look at Aoi and gapes. She stands rooted to the spot. Then Aoi calls out to her old friend.
Miyuki, Aoi's home.
There's a pause.
Welcome back.
The words leave her lips in a small, strangled voice.
Hmm.
Oh shit, what the fuck is going to happen here? They stare at each other in silence. No one makes a sound. Time passes.
Miyuki, let's change the world back to normal. No, I refuse to let go of my memories. This is wrong. Everything about this world is wrong. As if you're one to talk. You're the one who put this curse on me, remember? Don't make me laugh. This isn't a joke.
Miyuki looks ready to fight. But Aoi isn't backing down.
Aoi made a mistake, and that mistake hurt you, but Aoi doesn't want you to suffer anymore. I'm suffering, am I? Give me a break. I'm happy here, just me and Shinichi. Liar. You know the truth. The world shouldn't be like this, and those memories are chaining you down.
Miyuki falls silent.
If you want to cut ties with me, fine, I brought a spare. But to me, you're my best friend.
Because last time they cut ties, she brought ties, and then they cut them. I remember your callback jokes.
That's why Aoi has to say this. Miyuki, we need to change the world back. My final message: change the world back to the way it was before Aoi ever patched it. It's for your own good.
She speaks in a quiet voice. Miyuki doesn't respond.
Aoi gets it. Aoi used to have access to the game data too. And Aoi knows once we go back to the original world, we can't save or load anymore. We only get one shot at love. One mistake and it's all over. And you're afraid of that. You're afraid, Miyuki.
Miyuki looks back, eyes full of tears.
Yeah, and? Of course I'm scared. Why wouldn't I be? Obviously, I want to believe. I want to believe that you'll fall in love with me. Surely I can believe in that much at least. And if I do believe it, then it doesn't matter if I lose the memories we shared here. So it's not like we can't go back, but...
Miyuki can't let go. And it's probably because I betrayed her. I vowed my eternal love to her. And then I made choices that ran contrary to that vow.
Please, just tell me. Tell me how you really feel.
Miyuki rounds on me. I'm the one who drove her to the breaking point. I asked Aoi to change the world for my own sake. So the fault lies with me. I know that. But
It's okay.
Aoi smiles stiffly.
Aoi is going to disappear anyway.
Wait, but I only just brought her back! Now she's going to disappear again?
Aoi is an avatar of God. In order to roll back the universe, Aoi has to transmit to God and sync my memories.
Sync? I don't like the sound of that. Her love towards me is a glitch, and it ought to be investigated. That's what God was saying, at least, but her feelings came out as a result of remaining unsynced. If we really do reset the world, what will happen when Aoi syncs her memories with God?
It's exactly what you think. When my memories are synced, the bugs will disappear, and my feelings. They'll merge with all the other heroines' memories and be lost.
No.
It's okay. Aoi came back to this world prepared to disappear again. These tears on my cheeks will dry up. That's my punishment. It's what I get for hurting my best friend Miyuki.
She did the thing again, so I wanted to double check. The tears keep flowing down her cheeks. No way in hell these are happy tears. Her emotions are a glitch, and erasing them is supposedly the correct thing to do? That can't be right.
Will you do me a favor? Even if Aoi disappears from this world, even if this world is fake or just a game, even if Aoi's reborn in a different world as a different girl, it doesn't change the fact that we were together. As long as that fact remains, that's all Aoi needs. That's all it takes to make it real. And that's enough reward for me. So, just tell me you love me.
Aoi begs me desperately. She's going to set the world right again. All to save her best friend Miyuki. And in doing so, Aoi has to disappear. This is her final request, and I ought to grant it. Miyuki. And Aoi are both looking at me wordlessly. Welp! Looks like you know what you have to do. Yeah. You're the root of all this. I know. You changed the world in order to be with Miyuki. Yep. And you betrayed Miyuki in order to be with Aoi. Yeah, I did. You can't betray them again. I know. Do you? Are you sure? You can hear me, right? It's me, the protagonist, the one who's been by your side through it all. Is that you, Shinichi? Yeah. I'm not just a puppet, you know. All the crossed wires from the transmission have let me see some of the old memories, and God spoke to me. They told me everything you've done, and why you are hesitating to make this final choice. You can't save. You can't try again. After all, that would be tantamount to betraying them. So you can only make this choice once. You can only reach one ending, with either Miyuki or Aoi. That is how this game is scripted. That is how this world is coded. You could always make backup copies of your save data, or reinstall the game. You could use any number of methods to see both endings. Go ahead. You're free to do as you wish. I'm just the protagonist. I can't stop you. Not even God can stop you, I imagine. But let me just say this. If you do that, you're betraying Miyuki. If you do that, you're desecrating Aoi. If you truly care for them, if you want to see them live happily ever after, then you can only make this choice once. Once. The word reverberates in my chest. My hands start to sweat, and I keep blinking nervously and breathing loudly, too loudly.
Please.
Miyuki moves in closer. I'm the one who bound her fate to mine.
Please.
Aoi clings to me. I'm the one who taught her how to love. Now you must choose. This love story is between you and her and her. And this is your final choice. You'll only get one chance to make it. Who will you choose? Who do you love?
Well, shit.
Shit!
What do we do? What do we do? We only got one.
Hear me
One
out.
chance. Yeah.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
Hear me out.
Yeah. Monica sympathizer gears kicking into overdrive here. I can
How
hear
did you
them
know?
in your
How
head.
did you know?
I can hear them turning.
How did you know?
I'm fine with that choice.
My thought is,
Yeah?
a lot of people would probably pick Aoi in this situation.
Yeah, because she's less likely to kill you with a bat.
Yeah, there's that. But I also feel responsible
Yeah?
because we fucked this up.
Yeah?
This
That's
is
true.
on us, and it's on us to see it through.
Okay.
And as much as I would love an ending where we get to be friends with Aoi still, that doesn't get to happen, does it?
Guess not. Time to kill the pink-haired girl.
Yep.
Wait, what the fuck? How do we pick? How the fuck do we pick? Do we pick? What do we do? Do we what? What the fuck do we do here? Is there anything in the backlog? Oh, that's how.
Yep. What can I say? I have a thing for terrible women.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I'm here on this couch, isn't it?
No, I love you.
Are you sure I'm the one you want? Can you still love me after everything I did?
I can, and I do. Will you trust me? I know I can't prove it. I know we all have are these choices. Just the click of a mouse. But my feelings behind the screen are the real deal. Will you believe me?
I will. You chose me. So clearly you wanted to see how my story ends. To me, that's all the proof I need.
Even after the world resets, we'll still be together. Won't we?
Yeah.
Let's go back.
Yeah. Besides, I know full well just how much you loved me. And I know our love is eternal.
Yeah. It's fate. Let's go, Miyuki.
Okay.
We turn back, but she's already gone. Who was she? Now we'll never know. I'm overcome with an indescribable sense of loss, but it'll probably fade soon. Still, this is the path I chose. It's my just desserts.
I love dessert. Let's make this right.
Her phone lies forgotten on the ground. She checks the screen. Then she taps the call button and starts the rollback.
Would you do me a favor? Will you kiss me? Like, actually kiss me this time.
Wait, why? Okay, I've never really understood. Why do people say, will you do me a favor? It's just because it sounds like the word favor, but it doesn't really make sense to do someone a flavor. Like,
What are you talking about, Shinichi? I have no idea what you're referring to. Anyway, last time around, God, that was so mortifying.
Yeah, I know. This time I'm sure I can make it happen. After all, we've pledged our eternal love to each other.
Right.
With our hearts full of hope, an overflowing love, and the last lingering traces of remorse, we send the signal.
Huh.
Huh?
Oh.
Oh. Please tell me it's still working. Oh, okay. Okay, game is still being recorded. Life is like a staircase. You just gotta keep climbing. Otherwise, if you start to overthink it, you'll have trouble taking the next step.
So is the difference going to be that now Aoi will no longer be here at all?
There are no branching paths. No point in regretting the actions you didn't take. They say life is a series of choices, but that's nonsense cooked up by the old and bitter. Yesterday leads to today, and today leads into tomorrow, one step at a time. What lies ahead? You won't know until you get there. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Let's see if what changes. Is the game the same now? Let's check our saves.
They're gone.
Our saves are gone.
That's interesting.
Let's go to... There's been a return to previous choice option. Let's see what happens. I'm genuinely curious. Before I can check the call history.
Shinichi?
This is black text. Oh, hey Miyuki.
What are you doing here?
Just waiting, I guess.
Waiting?
Yeah, for you...
So you're the one who invited me up here. Shinichi, listen. I feel the same way. The truth is, I've been waiting all this time.
Miyuki and I go way back. As kids, we were really close, so when did we start to drift apart? When did I start keeping my distance?
Thank you for calling me up here. I'm so happy.
Miyuki?
Shinichi, I'm in love with you too.
Her lips draw near. The red rays of the sunset light up her face, and I find myself pulled in. I can't tear my eyes away. And then... Wait, hold on a minute. If two people share a kiss on the roof, their love will be eternal. At this school, this legend is so popular, students invite each other up here all the time to confess their love. And Yutaro must be a believer, too. That would explain why he summoned Miyuki up here. Look, you got the wrong idea.
I do?
I'm not the one who invited you up here. It was Yutaro.
What?
For a moment, her facade slips. But then she catches herself.
Oh, right, of course. Yeah, I figured as much. I'm sorry.
Miyuki is the queen bee of the school, and I'm the ultimate nobody. She's a million miles out of my league. We belong to different worlds. I'm not even worthy of breathing her air.
In that case, what exactly were you doing up here?
Well, actually, I was just messing around with this phone. Wait, what the?
What's the matter?
I know I just had it. Where did it go? Did I drop it? I scanned the roof.
I don't see it.
Yeah. The roof is completely empty, save for a pile of rusty desks in one corner. If I dropped it, it should be extremely easy to find. Huh? Miyuki and I look up in unison. I reach into my pocket and pull out my cell phone. An email? No subject line, no body text, and no sender, strangely enough. At first, it just seems like a spam message, but then I noticed a photo attached. Curiously, I open it. What the? It's us?
Sure looks like us.
Miyuki peers down at her phone, too. Evidently, she got the same email I did. Who's that on the left there?
No idea, but I feel some sort of instinctual hatred.
Yeah.
We seem happy, though.
Yeah. In the photo, we look like we're the best of friends. The more I look at it, the more I feel so... Miyuki?
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Really, it's nothing. For some reason, it's just really nostalgic, I guess. It reminds me of how we used to be, you and I. I think about how happy we were, and...
Miyuki. I gently pull her close. She collapses against my chest.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Shinichi. I swear, I don't know why I'm crying. I'm not even sad, but I can't stop myself.
They must not be sad tears, then.
Yeah. I'm happy I got the chance to spend time with you. So these must be happy tears.
I gingerly put my arms around her. No matter how much she still acts like the perfect student, no matter what sort of persona she puts on,
Persona!
deep down, she hasn't changed a bit. What would Miyuki's persona be?
I don't know, I'd have to think about it.
It'd be...
Hiragana's the lovers.
The Lover's Arcana? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, really? Would it be Lover's Arcana? I think if we had to pick out, we would definitely go Lover's Arcana. She could be the trickster. She's still the same girl she was back then. The realization wipes away my last lingering doubts. And I think to myself, maybe we can go back to the way we used to be. Maybe I ought to tell her how I really feel. Miyuki, will you hear me out?
I'm sorry. Just, I need a minute. I need to pull myself together. I'm calm.
You're a clam?
I'm a clam.
Miyuki.
I gotta clam down.
I like clams too. You want to go out for clams after this?
No.
But I thought you just said you. Okay, never mind. Miyuki wipes away her tears, then puts a hand to her chest like she's willing her racing heartbeat to settle. I can tell she's doing her best to regain her composure.
Breathe in, breathe out.
No rush. Take your time.
Right, thanks.
I've never seen her this nervous before, not even on stage. Then again, I guess it's because this isn't a performance. This is the real her. The her I was friends with all those years ago. The her only I can see.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, go for it.
She looks at me, her gaze shifting nervously. Then I see my reflection in her eyes and I realize I look every bit as nervous as she does. I take a deep, deep breath. All these years I've kept asking myself, do I go for it? And now finally, something has given me the push I need. Thank you, God. Or fate, or whatever you are. Sone Miyuki, please be my girlfriend. I bow my head, and I wait, and wait, and wait.
And then it gets struck with a baseball bat.
But there's no response. Miyuki? Sure enough, she's crying. Happy tears. And in this moment, she looks so perfect.
Feels like this has been a long time coming, huh? I mean, the answer was right there all this time.
All this time, I kept overthinking everything, running from it, but now it's in the open and the burden is gone. Turns out the stuff that really matters isn't actually all that complicated. So?
Yeah, it would be my honor.
Miyuki bows too. Then I bow again. This is so silly, I can't help but smile.
You know, this is kind of embarrassing.
For sure. Miyuki smiles beneath the setting sun. One look at her and all my love comes rushing to the surface. Miyuki?
Go ahead. Kiss me.
She closes her eyes. And we share an eternal kiss. What a great goddamn game. This game is so fucking great. I love this so much.
Yeah?
Sorry. I really like this. And I feel like I want to revisit my impression of her. Because I gave like kind of a... When we were in that the Miyuki takes over bit.
Yeah?
I definitely feel like I did her a disservice. I think my original guess was a bit closer. It seems more like... It does seem in the end the game is about, no, This is about you, the player. You're the one that's fucking around with these people like their lives don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one who's going back on your commitments. This is
their world. They don't get multiple choices, but
right,
you do.
but you do, and you're the one choosing to fuck with them. And that's... It seems like it's a really difficult and heart-wrenching ending, but it seems like so much nicer than we deserve.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, after putting them through that seems like way more than we're due. But... that was such...
Kako Ito does the insert song?
We remarked on that last time we watched the credits all the way through.
Sorry. Right, because it's a Nitro Plus thing.
It's a Nitro Plus thing.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
God, just get her doing everything, please. She's got a great voice. I love her albums.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we did this. Thank you, everyone who watched along with us.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are some other nuances and small choices that we missed, and I'm sure you can find them on YouTube somewhere. And I'm.
Oh my God! It's run by Nerve.
It's run by Nerve. Shit. Oh no. They're trying to initiate Third Impact through a
God's in his
visual
heaven, all's
novel?
right with the world. Fuck.
But
Get the robot, Shinichi.
Getting the robot. I am so glad we played this, and I'm glad for all of you that stuck around with us, because this, as you probably know if you've noticed some of the other ones I enjoyed, this absolutely tickled my fancy.
Yeah, because it had Monica 2 in it.
It's not... Okay, I feel like maybe you're misunderstanding what it is I enjoyed about that game.
Willfully, yes.
Like, don't get me wrong, Monica's great. I love Monica as a character, but she's not the reason I love that game. And also, I feel like it's like, knowing that this game first, it definitely feels unfair to keep comparing it that way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I am just moving.
Absolutely, but that was amazing. Thank you all for joining us on this fantastic little adventure. Let's just take one quick look through the CG gallery, see what's hiding for us.
Yeah?
Yeah. You and her. No!
Wait.
They did it! You and her. A love story.
That's interesting. There's a bunch of CGs.
It's a whole bunch of them. Wow.
What do you think happens if we start the game again?
You know what? None of Aoi CGs are in here, are they?
She vanished.
She's not here anymore.
Yeah.
She does. They really did it. Oh my God. That's. I do appreciate how the game makes you commit to that at the end there.
Yeah.
You want to see what happens when we start? I bet it'll just reload the same scene.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But let's just be sure. Oh, wow.
We could.
Oh no.
No.
No. 1-800-639-0666.
No, I refuse. You know what? I admit that there's something to be said for being like, okay, it's a game. You're allowed to enjoy all the roots of it. But I also think that there's a value to taking games like this at like taking their messages at face value.
Yeah.
And taking them to heart, because
just like Undertale has only one route, and it's the route where you're friends with everyone.
Exactly like Undertale. We're like, yeah, okay, like there are ways to get around it, but it kind of like it feels like you're missing the point of the game. The game knows it's a game, and there's only so much it can do, but it's asking you, as someone who's gone through this, to take that to heart, and I think that's fair. And you notice who isn't in the credits?
Oh my God.
Not in the credits.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Fuck. Well, That was a good time.
That was
For everybody except the characters in the game.
That was a wonderful, wonderful time. Thank you all for enjoying this. We've already got the next game picked out that we're gonna play. It's one that you picked out, right?
The emphasis on you really threw me for a second there.
It's one that Vivian picked out. It might seem a little similar in some ways, but
We'll see.
my god, look, there's a new version of the
Aha!
with only Miyuki on.
Oh, but it has the number on the phone screen there. It has Aoi's code number on the phone screen.
Oh no! If there's a way to wreck this, I don't want to do it.
We're not gonna do it.
We're not gonna do it.
So if you want to make them all have a bad time and make your own Miyuki feel really bad, go get a copy of this great game.
Yeah.
And
If there's
enjoy
a way
it yourself.
Yeah, you can leave a link in the credits if you want, or in the comment section if you want. Oh god, if there's a way to wreck this, but I don't want to. Bye everyone.